Yeah, hi there, SK. This is Michael, and I am the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And you're answering one of my independent speaking practice tests, and you're also one of my students in the listening and speaking TOEFL class here in the English language program at California State University, San Bernardino. So the question is as follows. What is one change your hometown could make which would reduce its traffic congestion? Give examples and details in your response. And let's hear what you have to say.
Change it to reduce traffic.
Okay, here we go.
You want change it to reduce traffic.
When you say the word change, it's only one syllable, not changey. So you just say the one change.
You want change it to reduce traffic congestion in my hometown.
Let me go back here, hold on.
You want change it to reduce.
You want to say the one change that would reduce, I would probably put the word that or which in there.
Traffic congestion in my hometown. There is a way to make it work. Telling people to using public transportation is a good way to reduce the number of cars. There are some reasons to explain the idea. First,
now instead of saying there are some reasons to explain the idea, try to be a little more focused in your thesis or topic statement. So you can learn more about how to do this by going to my speaking lesson number 2.
Actually, it can help to use less fuel, so people can conserve them more. Also, conserving fuel can help to save, so people can conserve them more.
That. I'm not sure what you're saying there. People can conserve their Maybe you want to say money? Maybe?
Also, conserving fuel can help to save more energy such as electricity. Secondly, using buses or trains can reduce the number of cars on the roads. When people take public transportation, reduce the number of cars on the roads.
Now the only problem is the question says, what is one change? What is one thing that you would do that would reduce the traffic congestion?
People take public transportation, people will not use car. Therefore, they will think there is no need to use cars to go somewhere. In conclusion, I believe that taking buses give a lot of advantages to people.
You want to say advantages. Now let's go back to the beginning one more time.
You want change it to reduce traffic congestion in my hometown. There is a way to make it work. Telling people to using public transportation is a good way to reduce the number of cars. There are some reasons to explain the idea. Firstly, it can help to use less fuel, so people can conserve them more. Also, conserving fuel can help to save more energy such as electricity. Secondly, using buses or trains can reduce the number of cars on the roads. When people take public transportation, people will not use car. Therefore, they will think there is no need to use cars to go somewhere. In conclusion, I believe that taking buses give a lot of advantages to people.
And not just buses, but using public transportation in general, right? Okay, let's take a look at the rubrics. Okay, let me go to independent speaking. Okay, here we go. So in terms of delivery, you still have a lot of awkward intonation and a lot of frequent pauses and hesitations, so to help you with this, continue to study in the pronunciation area of my course by studying the lessons on intonation. That's lessons 36 through 40. You can also study my lessons on thought groups and blending by going to lessons 41 through 44. I think that's also very beneficial for you. Language use, sometimes, like in the beginning, you're still not quite comfortable with grammar and how to use it, so you stumble a little bit. It's hard for you sometimes to put your ideas together. Topic development, you had a fairly clear, I think, organization. I liked how you used transition words in there, but because of your delivery and some language use problems, it is difficult sometimes to understand what you're trying to say. So I'm going to put you at about 2.0 out of 4, 15 points out of 30 on this particular practice test. I think you're improving, you're trying to work harder, but it's probably a little bit too much, too little, too late. You have a long ways to go with your speaking, but remember that this is not the end, but the beginning. You can continue over the break. Watch TV, watch movies, talk to native speakers whenever you can. You already know that there is a speaking group, a international speaking group called Toastmasters. You know that they meet here in San Bernardino. You know when and where they meet. I think I shared you that information when you did the pronunciation post-test in this class. So for the purposes of our class, so I gave you 2.0. This is going to put you at 70% out of 100 in our class.